this? By the nine divines!
What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the state of 2042 and basically what it's going to be like in the future. And the start of the video, that was from the Act Man. That was a clip of one of his videos about 2042. And I'll put a link in the description to his channel. Just make sure to go sub to him. I got the video from him. Now, what I want to talk about today is, like I said before, 2042. It's crap. I spent $120 on it for the pre-order, and I want every single $120 back. Even if it costs 1 cent, I would want that cent back. It is terrible. All right, I played the beta. The beta was even worse. Like, the beta was terrible. Nothing worked. Like, there should have been an epilepsy warning by how many glitches and bugs there were and how much the screen flashed. It was just terrible. And the actual game is just plain terrible. You know, and on Steam, I play on Xbox, but on Steam it shows that more people are playing Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1, not combined, than 2042. A game that released this year has less people playing it than a game that released almost 5 years ago. Okay. And that's not, Battlefield 1 is an amazing game. I love Battlefield 1. It's my favorite game of all time. But the fact that a game that has 5 more years of technology put into it, 5 more years of development, is just astounding to me. And, they think that, you would think they would have learned from Battlefield 5 how much of a flop that piece of crap was. And, we thought Battlefield 5 was bad. I would play Battlefield 5 100 times over than 2042. And, look in the background clip. I'm playing Battlefield 5 instead of 2042. The game I spent $120 on. And, I barely even played Battlefield 5. Battlefield 1 is just... They need to look at Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 and just make a 2.0 of both of those games. Both of those were great games, and I really wish they would just make a better version of that. I would be happier if they just re-released 1, to be honest with you, It's just terrible. 2042 is just that bad, And there's been countless people and videos talking about how crappy it was. Now, there is one aspect of it that I do like. And that is the fact that there's an increased recoil. Now, a lot of people don't like this, but in games like Modern Warfare, and a lot of Call of Duty games, there's almost zero recoil. And I know they did fix that in Vanguard, but in a lot of games, there's like zero recoil. People will just run around and run and gun you. And in 2042, there is an increased recoil. It's not a lot, but it's a good amount, and it definitely does affect players on console. I don't know about PC, because I don't play PC, but I'm just saying, I really do like the recoil. But another thing about the guns, the negative, is the fact that there's 22 guns in the game. 22. All sidearms, all main guns, all combined. And that is crazy to me. Because, back to Battlefield 1, Battlefield 1 had way more guns at launch than 2042 does. And I understand that, they had a better development team, DICE had to go through COVID and, basically a development hell. But, come on, give us something more than 22 guns. And, I guess maybe it's because of the whole, customizable gun thing. Sorry, I can't talk today. You can make your own guns and whatnot. But, still, it's still the same gun. It's just slightly changed. I wish they would put more guns into it, And that's not the only part. The guns isn't what makes the game bad. It's the glitches. The glitches is worse than Warzone right now. In Warzone, I can't even load into a game without not seeing my gun for half of the game. Reloading doesn't work in that game, and Warzone is just a whole another piece of garbage right now. But Battlefield 2042 is even worse. Just like Warzone, I almost never see my gun, when, sometimes when I'll kill people, their bodies will just fling all over the place and just flail in everywhere across my screen. Things will just start levitating. Like when I'll just a helicopter will explode, it'll just sit there mid-frame and then it'll just disappear for no reason. The glitches in this game are terrible. And I'm glad that they did fix some of them in the beta. But to be fair, the beta was 2 months before the release of the game. How is that enough time to, really fix anything with the game? Let me give you the answer. It's not. They were stupid. They thought the game was polished enough. They thought it was ready to be released. It wasn't, It was used as like a marketing scheme to get more people to download 2042. And another thing about the downloads is that I downloaded the Xbox One version instead of the Xbox Series X version. So I was confused. I didn't know why I couldn't play the game. And I had to go back and download that version as well because it wasn't working and I didn't know why. So when I went back and downloaded, I was like, oh yeah, another 2 hours downloading this game. And, I was really excited for the game. I spent a ton of money on it. I waited a really long time to play it. And when I finally booted it up, guess what I found? Guess what it said. Could not connect EA servers. Wow, what a shock. So I had to wait some more. I tried to restart the game. That didn't work. I reset the console. That didn't work. I unplugged the console. That also didn't work. But it just took a while, and eventually it worked, and I did start playing, and I was really disappointed. It was a massive disappointment. It was just horrendous. I mean, I did play with some of my friends, and usually with Battlefield, it's fun with friends, right? Considering it's a team game. And what we usually do is we make up a competition about, how many kills we can get, what type of kills we can get. My friend will, jump on top of, a tank and, try and, kill people on top of the tank, But you can't see how many kills you can get. Do you know why? Because there's no leaderboard. Yeah, why? Why is there no leaderboard? I don't know why. I don't know why the devs thought that was a good idea. It wasn't. And they released something that said that they would take out a lot of the older stuff, take some of the stuff that was a relic of the past. And that leaves the question, do they think that the leaderboard is just an old thing? Something from the 1980s? Where, freaking Mario was still collecting coins on his 16-bit Nintendo consoles. No, we want to see how many kills we can get. I'm a small YouTuber. I have 2 subscribers. I started my account 2 months ago. And here I am ranting about a video game that, freaking 5 million people have probably played by now, And freaking the Act Man, rants about it too. He has million subscribers. A ton of other YouTubers have ranted about it. Diesel Patches has ranted about it. Everybody's ranted about it, because it's that bad of a game. It's a terrible game. And, some people, Battlefield fanboys don't, I love Battlefield. It's probably my favorite franchise. But people will say, oh, it's not the finished product. They still have to polish everything, This is the final product. They had, Battlefield 5 released in 2018? It's 2022 right now. They had 4 years of development. 4 years. 4. To fix all the bugs, to fix all the bugs, to make sure everything performed well, to make the guns run well, to make the game run well, most importantly, but they didn't do that. And really, the last thing I really want to, go on a rant about here is the Portal. They describe the Portal mode as, it would be the greatest community, game mode in Battlefield, You could create your own games with your own weapons, restrict certain weapons, kind of like a custom game in Battlefield 1, right? No, apparently not, because when I try and play Portal, all I get is a World War II lobby, or freaking, their Fiesta mode, or whatever that is. I get crappy game modes that barely even work, It has the same, screen. Why am I a soldier in World War II running around with an M1 Garand or a Kar 98K, a freaking bolt-action rifle, and my screen has, this crazy futuristic HUD on it? Clearly, they had no clue what they were doing. Either that or they're just too lazy to figure it out, or they're just too lazy to do it. you know? And I wish they would just give us more to do. I wish they would give us more stuff to do as a community, and I wish that they would put it at they would put us at a higher standard, you know? You know, this game used to be a great game, and, you know, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, you know, those were both I wasn't the biggest fan of 4, but I'll admit, it was a great game. You know, the art was great, the guns functioned amazingly, you know, it was really polished, and you know what the funniest part is? Battlefield 1 might have this franchise has, like, the greatest graphics I see in video games. And in 2042, it literally looks like I'm just staring at a brick smudged with mud on my screen. That's how bad it looks. Thank you for watching my video. This was my little rant about how crappy 2042 was of a game. And make sure to like and subscribe. Nah, just kidding, I'm not your dad, and I can't tell you to do that. Alright, see ya. Bye.